Win the incredible Steigercraft 21DB Miami, powered by a Yamaha 200, in the ultimate season-long multiple-species subscriber-only fishing competition, the Fisherman's 2017 Dreamboat Fishing Challenge. Go to thefisherman.com and enter today. The fishing news is brought to you by Okuma and The Reel Seat at 707 Union Avenue in Brielle. Gear up for spring trolling with expert wireline installation and a full selection of mojos, plugs, and bunker spoons.
Well, we're still waiting for those first confirmed bluefish catches in the state of New Jersey and throughout the Delaware coast. It was about a year ago, this weekend actually, when those blitzes first started to get underway throughout the region. With warmer weather this week and the passing of the full moon on Tuesday, hey, who knows? It could happen any day. I'm Jim Hutchinson with the New Jersey Delaware Bay edition of the Fisherman magazine here in Forked River at Lacey Marine, right off the lower Barnegat Bay, which was pretty much the epicenter of the bluefish blitzes in April and May back in 2016. So we continue to wait for those first blues of the season, although this week we are getting some of our firsts of the 2017 season as black drum are in. Not the big boomers that you've grown accustomed to in May around the time of the full and new moon, but some of those puppy drum, those dinner-sized drum. Lisa Knox had a 31-incher in the surf at Cape Henlopen State Park just the other day. She was using fish bites, checked in with Lewis Harbor Marina down in Delaware. Another confirmation somewhere behind Little Egg Inlet came this week as Gary Adair banked a couple along the sod, shared that with us on Facebook. And if you check thefisherman.com earlier in the week, we shared the photo from the folks over at One Stop Bait and Tackle in Atlantic City, a 17.9-pound black drum, another dinner table drum that was caught on the jetty there. Hey folks, by the way, if you want to share some of your photos and reports with fellow fisherman readers, be sure to check out that brand new feature on thefisherman.com under the Jersey section. You can add your report and share some of that information with us. That button is on the home page. You've got Facebook, and now I guess you've got Fishbook. Reports continue of some of the short bass along the front beaches. Here in this neck of the woods, of course, Oyster Creek has been producing, but now we're starting to find some of those ocean run fish, sea lice on some of them. Throughout the Jersey range and also down in Delaware, again, Old Inlet in Indian River had them. Just the other day, Avalon Hodgepodge reported them along the 8th Street Jetty. Andy at Riptide Bait and Tackle and Brigantine is hearing some of the same reports around his area, too, as some short bass are being caught on bloodworms. And the crew at Grumpy's Bait and Tackle in Seaside had their first weigh-in of the 2017 season from the beach, a 7.8-pounder, as Lou DeFontenay was casting a shad, and I would assume the Island Beach Seaside Park surf for that good fish. Now, the biggest bass in the wash are still catch and release down along the southwest Jersey coast along the Delaware River. As I mentioned last week, Mike Morgan spent a lot of time in the water last week. He had released a 40-pound-plus fish just a couple of weeks ago. Had a lot more time with the bloods on the Delaware River and around the Salem River in the past week. Again, all that is catch and release. We're hearing some more of folks using circle hooks and bloodworms and doing some really nice action with some of those catch and release striped bass. Now up north, more of the charter boat fleet is getting out on the bass. Captain Frank W. of Finn Chasers had the first of the year on that boat. He was throwing a Kettle Creek swing shad on a Guide Secret 1-ounce rattling bucktail for that fish. Meanwhile, some bigger fish we're finding out are starting to move into the Raritan. On the outgoing water the other day, Captain Greg Fabrizi on Mannix Sport Fishing trolled up this beautiful fish. In 14 feet of water, he was using a 6-inch Tsunami a blue shad. So again, those big fish are starting to move along the coast, and we are hoping to hear more as this weather warms up and gets those bass moving from throughout the range. Now, speaking of some big fish, how about this one? A 15.3-pound blackfish for Carlos Claudino on Sunday aboard the Fishmonger. Again, don't forget, New Jersey anglers, you only have this month to take advantage of that spring tog season. You have until May 1st, so we've got a bag limit on the blackfish. So get out there on the charter boats and the for hire, the party boats. The for hire guys are running. Get that boat in the water. Get yourself all set up. Another fine trophy was the 10.2-pound brown for David Piscati. That was on an Acme Phoebe, a brown trout at Spring Lake on the opening day. Congratulations to David, who won the Spring Lake Kids Tournament. Shark River Surf Anglers put this together every year. Congratulations to Greg Hewitt, also in that photo with David, Greg, and the guys at Shark River Surf Anglers. All the donors, the sponsors, and of course you volunteers. You had a terrific event as usual. Don't forget, in addition to the trout, you've only got a couple of days on this largemouth season before it turns catch and release. Now, I know most of that largemouth and smallmouth bass in New Jersey is catch and release, but as of April 15th and all the way through June 15th here in the state of New Jersey, you're going to have a catch and release spawn season on those bass. Jen Wong, he said a Rapala shadow rap has been doing well for him on the pre-spawn catch and release. Good way to get in on the largemouth action. Anywhere you want to drop the kayak. You know, you're carrying around a car topper, you can put that kayak just about anywhere you want. If you're looking to get into some kayak fishing, I might recommend April 19th, this coming Wednesday. Ramsey Outdoors, their Succasauna location, has a great kayak seminar Wednesday, April 19th with Charles Doherty, and he's an Hobie team ambassador. That's going to be from 7 until 8 p.m. at Ramsey Outdoors in Succasauna. As for your power options, I'm here again at Lacey Marine in Forked River next Saturday, April 22nd. They have an open house here at Lacey Marine. Of course, you can talk to Kayak Dan here at Lacey, but check in with them if you still haven't gotten your boat put in the water. They've got some great savings on paint, bottom paint, boat paint, all kinds of stuff. That's going to be next Saturday, April 22nd. You can find details on this and so many other events throughout the region in every weekly edition of the Fisherman magazine. You subscribers, of course, are getting that weekly edition delivered to your home. And of course, you also qualify to participate in that Dreamboat fishing contest for that brand new Steiger that we're going to give away at the end of the year. And I'll tell you, I'm sure this weigh station here in Forked River is going to start getting in some weigh-ins pretty soon, as the first weak fish will be waiting for those to appear, and again, some of those bluefish. So subscribe, enjoy the weather, keep an eye out for the choppers arriving on a flat near you anytime soon, and we'll see you again next week here at thefisherman.com.
Fishing News is brought to you by Okuma and The Real Seat at 707 Union Avenue in Brielle. Gear up for spring trolling with expert wireline installation and a full selection of mojos, plugs, and bunker spoons. Win the incredible Steigercraft 21DB Miami, powered by a Yamaha 200, in the ultimate season-long multiple species subscriber-only fishing competition, the Fisherman's 2017 Dreamboat Fishing Challenge. Go to thefisherman.com and enter today.